Alright, so we're here in my backyard. I'm going to show you guys how to do some real low cost heat treating for the backyard blacksmith today. So let me show you. All you need is a bag of some regular charcoal. I'm using some competition because I like to barbecue, so it really makes no difference. And one of these. This is a $14 charcoal starter. You can get it from Walmart. I believe it's made by Weber. Yes, made by Weber. And all you're going to do is stuff the bottom of it with newspaper and fill up this entire chamber right here with charcoal. Then you give it a light. And now we play the waiting game. I got some canola oil here that I'm going to be using for my quench. Really nothing fancy. Overflow pan because it happens and nobody likes flaming oil all over their backyard. So basically, this is just going to smoke like hell. It's pretty not windy out here right now, so I'm definitely going to have to wait till this fire gets going pretty good. But I'll come back in about 15-20 minutes when this fire's roaring nice and hot. That I want to add is you got to be patient with this charcoal starter. It'll keep smoking like crazy. Only the bottom section of it is on fire right now. The whole top part is just smoking. So you gotta wait. You'll see the flames flying way over the top. Way up about this high. They'll be flying up in the air. And that's about when your charcoal is ready for to drop your knife in. Some people say that you need pretty ridiculous temperatures, but I believe this can hit an effective 1500 degrees easily, which is really all you need for a 1095 steel knife. We're going to hit it with the magnet, and I'll show you exactly how hot it gets, because it gets hot enough to demagnetize the blade, which is, I mean, if you're backyard heat treating, that's really all you need right there. And we'll get this going. You see, I was told that you can't heat treat a knife without a proper air source. Obviously, you need a blower fan on your forge. This gets plenty of airflow. You don't need to add a fan, you don't need to do anything. All the holes drilled in the side, drilled in the bottom, creates perfect airflow. Don't even have to worry about that. It'll get nice and hot. Center of the charcoal inside there gets about, I'm guessing, past 1500 degrees easily. I mean, it gets white hot inside there, and that's where you're going to be putting the knife at. You're not actually taking the charcoal out of the charcoal starter. You're going to be using that as your forge, basically. And yes, you can do a small amount of backyard forging on this. If you have an anvil and hammer, obviously. You're pretty limited on size of what you can do because of the size of the charcoal starter, but it's really works out in the end. And also, using regular household charcoal works just fine. I've been told that it's not possible. I'm going to show you right now that it is possible. Alright, so you can start to see the flame coming over the top right now. It's pretty bright out here, so it's a little difficult to see. This is definitely something you want to do later in the daytime or something in a darker area so you can see the color of the knife when it's red hot to make sure that it's the correct temperature. I don't know if you can see that on the inside, but it's definitely really hot in there. You can see the fire going. So I got these two Kirudachis that I grinded down. One of them's a chisel grind. About to throw these in there real quick, and we'll see how long this takes to get hot enough. I usually give them about 20 minutes in there, because you know, but these are smaller pieces of steel, so it could be about 10 minutes for all I know. Alright. Basically, you ain't gotta be gentle. You just find an open spot. You're gonna stuff the blade down in there. Handles aren't all too important, because you kind of want a tougher handle anyways, one that's not going to break. It's not like I'm going to be prying anything open with these Kiridachis, but still. Get that down in there. All right. Oh yeah, that's that secret hammer skill to get that into the fire correctly. Just gonna go ahead and cover that up with some charcoal. And we'll let it burn, baby, burn. We'll just give that a few minutes. Pull them out, hit them with the magnet, and we'll see what's going on from there. Right, so the blades are looking just about ready. Gonna hit it with the magnet real quick. Check the first one. Oh yeah, we're good to go. Alright. Once this one's done, throw it in the quench. Let that hang out in there for a minute, cool down. Afterwards, I'm gonna brush all the scale off of it with a wire brush. Come over here and check the second one while that one's cooling in the quench, just to get an idea of how hot it is in there. And you really don't need an air source, because it has just the right vacuum to pull enough air to get really, really hot. And I'm not sure if you can see the other Kiridachi in there. And not really on the camera. But it's definitely red hot. And hot enough that it needs to be. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this one chill there and air cool. Let's bring this one out. Hit it with the magnet real quick just to double check that it's ready. And we're good to go. Let that boil in there while that one's air cooling. And here's the best part about this backyard forge. You take your leftover charcoal. Oop, that's real hot. You dump it in your grill, and you cook yourself some bratwurst. And that right there is the backyard heat treatment on a budget.